Hey everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. Ellie and Josiah here. We're in Westmoreland Park and we are bringing you a kick-ass full body class. We're gonna get it done. Let's get started on one block spring, and we're going to begin in a reverse floor wheelbarrow. So knees will be on the floor in front of your front platform, hands to your carriage. We'll set up for that wheelbarrow position. I want you to just get into position and hold. So shoulders away from the ears, hugging inner thighs together, wrapping your abs in and around you. Now listen, being on the floor for this wheelbarrow is gonna make it more intense. If it is too much, at any point, knees up to the front platform. Let's start to send the arms forward, nice and slow, 2. Nice and slow, 3. Your furthest point on 4. Now using your lats and your abs, slide the carriage back in slowly and with control, stopping with the hands just beneath the shoulders. Good. Now, a couple things here. When we're doing this position, we don't want to be dumping our weight into our wrists. I find that thumbs forward can help take some of the tension out of the wrists, and then really pushing down through the heels of the hands to lift out of your wrist will also help. So the more you push down through the heels of the hands and take that space between your shoulder blades and push it up towards the sky, that will be super helpful. In 4, we're going to find our challenge point and hold. In 3, 2, send it out someplace you can hold. It's out an inch, in an inch. Use your abs, use your lats. You're here for 10 seconds. We are coming up to our toes next. Feet are going to replace our knees. In 3, 2, hands stay, feet replace the knees. So we're in a floor plank. From here, we're gonna bear. So bend the knees in underneath your hips. Once you're there, pause. Use your abs to pike your hips up towards the sky. Pause again. Little push up, and then lengthen back out into your plank. Option to drop another push up here. So it's bear to pike, and it's a push up back out to your plank. So you can skip any part of this process if it's not working for you. Move from your core, move slowly and with control. Let's go 10 more seconds here. We are gonna have a seat in front of the front platform, facing the back of the machine. We've got a reverse floor super crunch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So have a seat in front of your front platform. Heels will come to the front edge of your carriage. Hands to your high handlebars. I want you to lift your chest, squeeze your abs, find a little bit of a tip back so you really feel this in the core. Now from here, arms can float, hands across the chest, a little more challenging behind the head. It is a super crunch. So as you hinge back, you'll send the legs forward. And then as you crunch forward, knees come in towards the chest. Now as an option, you can have your hands on the high handlebars the whole time. You want to keep your shoulders away from your ears, your chest lifted, your core super engaged. We're going to go 15 seconds just like this, so slowly and with control. It's kind of like a V-sit position. In 4, we'll take it back halfway and hold. In 3, 2, take it back halfway and hold. Give me a little pulse forward, little pulse forward. Squeeze your abs. You're here for 10 more seconds. It is a reverse cobra push-up combo. In 4, knees on the front platform, hands to the carriage. In 3, 2, and 1. So knees on top of your front platform, hands to the carriage. We're gonna go 1 reverse cobra, 1 push-up. So for the cobra, right, we find the bend in the elbows as the carriage slides away from us. For the push-up, shoulders under the wrists, bend the elbows, lower through the chest. So focus, upper body, chest, biceps, triceps, core, getting it all. Great job here, Josiah. You can always do this one from more of a tabletop position. So hips lifted over the knees. Awesome. Keep going. Core stays really strong. You'll notice that we'll put a little bit more resistance into your arms, but it will take some of that tension out of the core and potentially your lower back. Great job, team. We're going to go 15 seconds. We're changing our springs. We're going to go to 1 red spring. We're going to meet in a runner's lunge. Left foot on the front platform, and we're gonna pick up our bungee for a little extra resistance. Doesn't that sound fun? In 5, it is 1 red spring. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 1 red spring, stand up, turn around, left foot on the front platform, right foot wherever it's comfortable in the carriage, and then we'll pick up that bungee and we're just gonna hang on to the bungee. So bungee between both hands, we'll bend through both knees, drop it down nice and low into your runner's lunge, and we'll start to send the right leg out nice and long. Oh, you guys, there's a baby duck right there. Oh, so cute. Okay, so make sure your left heel is somewhere solid on that front platform. Drive your heel down into the machine. Now, if you feel like you need a little more resistance, couple things to do. First of all, make sure your right foot's at the front edge of your carriage. That's gonna give you more. If you need less resistance, your right foot's near the back edge of your carriage. Now for me, I've noticed my red spring is starting to get a little bit lighter. So if you need for any of these 1 red spring exercises, you can always pop on a black spring too to get a little extra resistance. Okay, you're at home, modify any way you need to. I want you to think about your left glute reaching down and back to the floor behind you. A little bit of a hinge forward from the hips. Left knee stacks right over the left heel. And you're pulling up on that bungee to get a little extra resistance in your left leg. It's gonna make this more intense. Great job, Josiah. In 4, back knee is under the hip. In 3, 2, let's bend that right knee in under the hip, lift the right heel nice and high. We're gonna go split squat. So we're gonna bend deeply through both knees as we pull up on the bungee. Drive through left heel, lift up, and the bungee gets a little looser. So as we lower into that split squat, we pull up, drive through left heel, lift up. Now you can keep working with the bungee. If you don't have a bungee, you can use hand weights, or you can ditch the bungee at any point. We're just getting the bungee to make this a little bit more effective and to get this to burn a little bit more, a little bit quicker. Good. Let's go 10 more seconds in these split squats. Nice. I always see a little tremor in Josiah's legs, so I know. I do. I see it. In 4, nice and low, let's hold. In 3, 2, bring it down low, let's hold. Go back to runner's lunge, full range of motion. Send the carriage out slow, 2. Nice and slow, 3. Your furthest point on 4, pause, resisted and slow, 2, 3, and 4. Think about your left hip wrapping back, your right hip crease wrapping forward. Check in that your left knee is right over the heel. It's gonna wanna pull behind that heel a little bit, so stack it up. And a little hinge forward from the hips is gonna put a little more weight into your left leg, which is our focus. Good. In 4, we're gonna hold the carriage out halfway. In 3, 2, press the carriage out halfway and hold. Good. Left glute, I want you to reach it down and back an inch. Drive through left heel, lift up an inch. Down and back an inch, lift up an inch. Try to keep the carriage nice and steady. You've got 10 seconds. It is a quarter turn to your right. We're going ninja squats. Keep the bungee in your left arm. In 4, 3, 2, quarter turn to your right. Left foot on the front platform, right foot on the carriage. Bungee in the left hand. From here, a little bit of space between the carriage and the platform. Start to sit down into a squat as you bicep curl with the left arm. Hold that bicep curl. Skate the carriage out nice and slow. Resist the carriage in nice and slow. Pause. Weights in both heels. Drive through both heels. Squeeze the glutes. As you lift up, lengthen out through the left arm. So it's a bicep curl with the left arm as you sit your booty way, way, way back. You're gonna hold that bicep curl, skate the carriage out and resist in. And then you'll lengthen out the arm as you come close to standing. Do not lock out your knees. So this is a ninja squat with a bicep curl. So as always, the bungee is optional. If you're working with weights, you could have weights in both hands if that feels good to you. Good. Beautiful job. Shoulders stay relaxed, and make sure, team, I don't want you to feel any tension in your lower back. So really wrap your abs in and around you. Make sure when you sit into the squat, you're sitting your weight way back into your heels. Your glutes are reaching for a chair they can't quite find, and your abs are actively engaged. Active means you are engaging them. In 4, hold your squat. In 3, 2, bring it down, hold your squat. Little mini squat, little mini curl. Little pulse down. Can you send the carriage out 1 inch more? Little pulse on that bicep. You're here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold the tension in your arm, just skating. Stay at the bottom of the squat. Focus your energy down through your left heel. Whew, I know. Good, as long as you have a little bend in the elbow, that's great. 15 seconds, you are just skating. We are going runner's lunge right side. So you're gonna turn to face the front, right foot to the front platform, left foot to the carriage. We go right into runner's lunge. Can you beat Josiah in this transition in 3, 2, 1. Runner's lunge, right foot forward, left foot back. Woo, nice job, babe. Okay. I don't know if you guys beat Josiah, but if you did, you should be proud because that was an excellent transition, Josiah. So from here,
hear that, everyone? Excellent.
Josiah wants you to make sure you heard me say excellent. Oh, our ducky friends are back. Okay, sink down nice and low through both knees. We're just sending the carriage out slowly with control, resisting in. Now we've got a little tension on the bungee. This is to put more work into your right leg. This is not to stress out your trap, neck, and shoulders. So if that's happening, lighten up on the bungee or ditch the bungee. Also, your bungee setting will make a difference, okay? We have our bungee on the longest setting for Josiah because he's 6 feet tall, and that seems to be about the right amount of resistance for him. Now, the only way to adjust your bungee is underneath your machine. So I would suggest figuring out what the right setting underneath the machine is for you. I'm about 5'4½", so I like it on the shortest setting. That seems to work well for me. Just a couple ideas for you. In 4, back knee under the hip. In 3, 2, back knee in underneath your hip. Hold. Good. Let's go split squats. Find your lowest point as you pull up on the bungee. Drive down through right heel, slowly lift it up. All the way down. Drive through right heel as you lift. Focus is now on our right leg. So maybe a little tip forward from the hips, bringing a little more weight down purposely through the right heel. Wiggle your right toes. The weight is in the heel. Okay, the heel sends a direct line of energy to your right glute, lighting up the backside of your leg. In 4, let's hold it down. In 3, 2, drop it down nice and low. Hold, go back to runner's lunge. Full range of motion here. Excellent job, Josiah. Shoulders away from the ears. Tap into your breath. Nice big inhales, nice full exhales. Good. Team, can you go a little bit slower with that leg? Just try. Go a little slower. Be super mindful and purposeful in your movements. Okay, we're sandwiching all of our leg work together because our leg series today is super short. Drop it down a little lower. You don't have any surprises on deck. Your finisher for legs is up next. In 4, hold the carriage out halfway. In 3, 2, halfway with the carriage out and hold. Right glute, reach it down and back an inch. Drive through right heel, lift up an inch. Down and back an inch, lift up an inch. You're doing great. Keep reaching your right glute down and back to the floor behind you. Drive through the heel and that pulse up. Really purposeful in your movements. In 4, stay low and hold. In 3, 2, stay low, hold. Go back to runner's lunge, full range, 10 seconds. It is a quarter turn to your right. We're going right into a ninja squat. Bungee stays in your right hand. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Quarter turn to your left. Bungee in the right hand. Ninja squat. So we're gonna sink our hips down and back as we find a bicep curl in the right arm. Core is tight, weight in the heels. Now slowly skate the carriage out. Slowly resist right back in. Seal down the outer edge of your right foot. Once you're about a little wider than hips, weight is even in both legs. Drive through both heels. You'll resist and lengthen out on the way up. So we're down nice and slow 2. Nice and slow 3. Your lowest point on 4. Focus on an active drive of your right foot down into the platform. Left leg slowly skates out 2. Slowly out 3. Slowly out 4. Pause. Resistance slow. Your tempo is everything. If you are short on time, you've got to go even slower than what your normal pace is, which is hopefully really, really slow. But it should feel like you're barely moving on top of this machine. I've only been doing this move for about 68 seconds and I'm already shaking. Let's keep it going, friends. This is our final leg exercise. In 4, find the squat and hold. In 3, 2, find your squat, find that bicep curl, tiny little squat, tiny little curl. Weight, hips, down and back. Wrap your abs in and around you. Core is tight, shoulders away from the ears. Drive through your heels. Down an inch, up an inch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it low. Skating, just skating. This is where you finish out this leg move. We are going one black spring. It is French twist at the back on your left oblique. French twist does not work for you. Do teaser up front. It's the same move. If you're still building strength in French twist and one black is too heavy, you can try it on no springs. You've got 10, 9, sit back, wait a little bit more into that heel. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch the bungee. We're going no springs, French twist or one black. It'll be left foot over right, hands to your high handlebars, push down through the heels of the hands, thumbs forward. Focus on using your left oblique. You're driving your left hip up over your left shoulder to pull the carriage in. Resist back out. Now feet at the very back edge of your carriage will give you a little bit less resistance, which is super important because this exercise is super intense. Great job. If all you can do is hold and lift and lower an inch or two, that is enough. We've got 15 seconds. Knees come to the carriage, forearm to the back platform. Kneeling, twisted crunch. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So knees down, forearms down. Left oblique is facing the floor. Push down through the forearms. From here, inhale. Exhale as you crunch and pike through the waistline. Think about pulling your left hip towards your left shoulder. Good, let's keep it going here. Really short oblique series. You got 2 moves on each oblique. So remember, I told you if the black spring is too intense, ditch it. Or do these same moves on one black at the front of your machine. Okay, anytime we take it to the back, it's an advanced option. I need your shoulders away from your ears. I need your breath to flow. Nice big inhales, nice full exhales. In 4, hold it halfway in 3, 2, halfway in, hold. Little exhales, little lift through the waistline, tiny little pulse. You got 10 seconds. We're going French twist, right oblique. I'm proud of you. Hands walk up, right foot over left. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hands to your high handlebars, right foot over left. Again, send the legs out, lock your upper body in place, shoulders out of the ears. You're pulling your right hip over your right shoulder. Believe me, I know this tension is super, super heavy. Stay with it. If you can only hold, that's great. We're working on building strength wherever we're at in our bodies today. Focus, right oblique is doing the work. Inhale as you lengthen out. Exhale, squeeze, you're piking through the waistline. 15 seconds, knees down, forearms down. It is a twisted crunch. Knees on the carriage, forearms to the back platform. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, forearms down, kneeling, twisted crunch. So right oblique is still slightly facing the floor. Inhale here to prepare. Exhale as you lift through the waistline, finding that side body crunch. Awesome. This is our second to last exercise. 1 to go. Breathe, lengthen out your neck, focus, push down through the forearms. You've got this. Okay, this is a moment to kind of keep the tension in the right oblique, but to level down the intensity so you can find your breath and your focus. You've got 30 seconds here. We'll be meeting in a plank at the front of the machine to finish out class. Let's pull the carriage in halfway and hold. Good. From there, tiny little crunch, tiny little pulse in. 10 seconds. We'll carefully ride the carriage forward. We're going to meet in a plank. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your front platform, toes to your carriage. Find your plank hold. From here, step your feet out as wide as you can on the carriage so the hips are stable, core is tight. Left toes tap to the floor, to the carriage. Left knee to your right elbow, tap it back. Right toes to the floor, to the carriage. Right knee to the left elbow, tap back. Go again. Left foot floor, carriage, right elbow, carriage. Right foot floor, carriage, left elbow, carriage. Keep it going side to side. If you mess it up, no big deal. Just keep moving. This is where we're going to finish out class today. So try as best you can to keep the hips stable. core lifted. Do not allow your lower back to sink towards the floor. If anything, lift the hips up a little bit higher. Once you are even in both sides, hold your plank. We're all gonna meet in a plank hold to finish. Strong through the core, breathe, push down through the palms. Right here is your final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, child's pose on 1. Great job. Stretch the arms forward, hips to the heels, couple deep breaths. Nice big inhale here. Nice full breath out, let it go. We'll gently make our way up to a comfortable seat or standing, whatever feels good, wherever you want to finish out class, but just turn to face us. Couple deep breaths. So inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Great job. Good job, Sai. Have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Thanks for spending a little time with us today.